We are live. Cool.
Sup, dude?
It looks like everything is functioning, at least per my perspective. So, yeah.
Phil, talk again?
Hello, I'm talking.
Hello, hello.
You're real quiet for like a second.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was probably some background noise.
No worries.
My computer is in a public area.
No worries.
Oof. So, William, again, please tell me what my guitar does.
Hold your horses. I am literally typing that to you.
Okay, thank you.
Is this like a fun artifact guitar of some sort?
Yes.
Yeah!
Very
I'm
cool.
so excited for my guitar.
I'm excited to start the game.
Oh. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone else talk.
1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Howdy, hey.
No.
Is anything coming through well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much latency do we have?
I'm trying to figure that out.
It says on my end, stream quality is good with no dropped frames, so that's nice.
About 20 seconds latency.
Oh, that's perfect. That might actually be what I have it currently set to.
So I have a question.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Who is the audiomancer for this particular podcast that we are maybe going to create?
That is an excellent question.
Because I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of like little silences or things that we're going to need to like edit.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
I nominate not me to be the audiomancer.
That's valid. I just want to get started.
Yes, let's do that.
Very well.
I would love to continue because I am very, very, very excited to play my Chaos board.
Can we just agree to not be villains?
I cannot agree to that yet. My boy is not evil. My boy is good boy. Except he causes a lot of chaos. So maybe if you're on the side of chaos, then you would think he's a good guy. And if you're on the side of order, you'll think he's a bad guy. But, not everyone be, subjugated by the people in power. So, yeah.
This is a disconcerting answer.
I definitely have to throw a tyrant off the top of a spire at some point. So
that's not necessarily villain, though.
Sure. Let's just not talk about the peasant uprising that I use as a distraction.
Uh-oh.
Peasant uprising. You know who's going to be directly in the middle of that, playing their guitar and laughing maniacally.
Oh boy.
It
You know
seems
who's
like
gonna turn that from an uprising into a straight up like riot? Me.
now might be a good time to get started. Hello
Neat.
Probably.
and welcome to our Exalted Essence game. So, today, my name's William Bethel, and we have 3 people here playing who are.
Raven.
Also, Fleur.
Also, technically Lorian. So I guess there's,
That's 3
in
people.
a sense, more than 3 people playing.
That's 3. That's the total 3. We don't need anybody else. Goodbye.
My apologies. I figure the clarification was necessary.
4 total bodies.
Okay. So, okay, we got 3 physical bodies plus the storyteller, right?
I do have a physical body.
That seems to be the math, yeah.
Yep.
I'm Phil. I'm here to play Exalted and do cool stuff because that's what you do in Exalted.
Play Exalted and do crimes.
Crime. And how about our last body? Who are you?
My physical body's name is Al. Be playing a music boy. And I'm very excited about that. I like music. Music is fun.
Since I don't think you've all talked to each other about characters yet, and because we are recording, does everyone want to give a brief summary of your character?
Sure. Let's give a brief summary. I am playing Thrice Broken Upon the Spire, an Azimuth Infernal. He goes by either Thrice or Spire because that name is a mouthful even for him. He's not necessarily the brightest person, but he is a very angry boy. He has a backstory involving a failed peasant uprising that he probably should have exalted as a solar for, but he didn't, and his enemies did instead. And then he was put in stocks for like a year just to kind of fester and be angry. Eventually got out of there after he was given a deal. He has a bunch of scars on his forearms that he thinks is a map to the north somewhere. At least that's what the voice in his head tells him. And that's where he finds himself now.
Al, how about you?
Well, my character's name is Crashing of Waves. Oh, should we do pronouns as well?
That seems wise.
Probably a good idea.
For ourselves and our character?
He, him for both myself and my character.
I use they, them, Al uses they, them, and then also my character uses she, her, and he, him. Ray, you wanna do pronouns?
Well, Fleur, me, uses he, him pronouns.
I, Lorian, use she, her predominantly. And I use they, them. Similarly, my lunar shifts pronouns around. But the voices will change too, so it'll be fine.
Neat.
Hey. This is gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure. So my character, his name is Crashing of Waves. He is a very scarred individual, both literally and mentally. He has a lot of like cuts over his face that look like kind of like if you like put a cheese grater on someone's face, it's real bad. It's real bad, guys. But it actually looks kind of cool. It looks like a pattern. And so it's like a very iconic look. And then he plays this really, really pretty, like, shimmering white opalescent instrument that you really can't tell what kind of instrument it is. It glows a little, it shifts a little. It sounds like a chorus, like an orchestra. It's a stringed instrument. And so it sounds like a bit of an orchestra whenever he strums it. or uses a bow. Sometimes there's a bow, sometimes there isn't. We don't know.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it is a mystery. And it sounds really pretty, and his voice when he sings can sound very femme, very masc, very neutral. It's very cool.
Sounds
He
like my voice.
yeah. He loves to laugh, and his eyes are like these gigantic, like green. I don't want to say orbs because that's like so cliche, but gigantic green orbs that, like, when they look at you, it looks like they can see every facet of your being, and it's very, very creepy. But you just really like to be around him for some reason. It's just this sort of like a really happy-go-lucky, intense individual that you just like being around for some.
All right.
That's my boy.
That's your boy.
And
That's my boy.
and Fleur, Lorien, and Storm.
So, presently, the name is simply Sil, short for Silver Lager. May have other names, but that is the one that they go by predominantly. I am a shapeshifter.
And, well, you know the mythology of Loki? That's me. But also not, because it's not, like, straight taking from the mythology of that. But I'm a mischief who is innocent of all crimes.
I have the feeling that he'll be saying that a lot.
Yes, because it's true. I am... I'm a lunar, hence the shape-shifting. And I have... How to put it? I think the best way to put it would be, not necessarily animosity towards authority, but they've kind of used me as a scapegoat a lot, and I just want to have fun. But people keep, like, throwing me under the bus, so to speak. I don't think there's buses in creation. But if there were, I would be thrown under it.
Oh,
I was thrown out of my house because I was accused of being the reason for the failure of an army in the north, and yeah, they needed someone to put the blame on, and it was either the actual general in charge or the general's sibling. So, I got rescued, but, I got rescued by, like, pretty sure Luna kind of set that up, and I've been, chilling in the north, no pun intended, trying to figure out what to do while also not being able to go back home.
oh boy.
I try not to be as sad as I really am inside.
Oh, sad. Super sad.
There's no time for sadness, only rage.
Oh dear.
What's
I was
also... go ahead.
I was gonna say, no time for sadness. Here, have a drink.
We have very different approaches to dealing with sadness, I see.
Yes.
Here, no time for sadness, have a prank.
Don't be sad, get mad.
Oh,
the other interesting thing is we recently discovered that actually we chose lark because one of the other meanings for lark is like silliness and mischief, larking about. But a group
I
of
get
larks is also called an exaltation.
it.
Uh,
Dude,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So, yeah.
Huh.
Like,
that is a fact I did not know.
yeah, a group of larks is called an exaltation. So, like, it's not one of the things that my character predominantly shapes into. Usually it's like magpies and foxes and shit like that. But yeah, songbird, man.
What is your lunar spirit shape?
I believe well, that would be a question. Are we allowed to have typically considered mythological creatures as spirit shapes?
Within
I
reason?
feel like this is something we should have figured out beforehand.
Yes. The thing that comes to mind most is the Simurg. Which I will bring up a picture of. But
On this audio medium.
I mean, we're over Discord, and also I can pull it up on my stream. Where'd I get the spreadsheet? I got the spreadsheet from Willie, who got it from somewhere else. I can post a copy of it, though.
Are you talking about my spreadsheet?
No, Willie sent me another one, which I have on stream right now.
Wait, spreadsheet for your character?
Mhm.
This
This one has like drop-down menus and stuff, so it was a little bit easier.
Yeah, I just used what I had to create
Yeah.
a character sheet. I just got too excited and I couldn't wait for the exalted people to come out with one, so I just made one myself.
No,
Heck,
this is also that.
Yeah. I still have the one that I made using yours, but
wait, did the exalted people come out with a new character sheet?
No, this is a
No.
fan-made one.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, why don't we get started?
Neat. Oh, maybe I should say what kind of exalt my person is.
That's a good thing to know.
Yeah, mine is an exigent of Min, the god of revels, and I think we can count revels as parties and riot.
Yes. And
Oh,
Phil,
boy.
did we say what kind of exalt you are?
I think I mentioned, but it's worth repeating. It's important. I like it. I am an Azimuth cast Infernal, basically the Dawn cast of the Infernals.
Oh boy. And I, as you may suspect, am a changing moon lunar.
Woo, woo.
All right.
Compared to you two, I feel like a normie.
Yeah, I was very excited because I heard there was going to be an Abyssal, but I guess we're almost an antagonist group.
Almost.
I
Almost.
mean,
We can be an anti-hero group. Just an anti-hero,
Anti-heroes.
so
right?
to be fair, Storm here for a moment. The problem that I had with working with Lorian to create the abyssal that we had in mind was creating an evil campaign, because there is a not small chance that a character that I create, because I put so many facets and bits of my brain into it, that it could become an altar, and my DID don't need a villain. It's got enough as it is.
Yeah.
So that's just like the
Yes.
that was the small concern there. If Willie wants to, I don't have them named anymore, but I still have what I had in mind for that character. So I could
play what you
tentatively
wanna
be an
play.
abyssal, but that was just kind of my my thought process on that.
You could also be an abyssal who is a good guy.
True. That's so
I mean, play whatever you want to play, really, because like morality is kind of like already a super gray spectrum in this system.
oh, absolutely. The
Not to mention reality.
the
Yeah, not
abyssal
alone.
the abyssal in question is just very much a warrior poet type who
Romantic.
yes, part of their anima is black and red, like rose petals floating around them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and their shtick was basically just like being the kind of person who would see a dastardly deed, like someone in a city got, say, their purse stolen. My character's response to this would be, "Oh, you did a bad thing. Let me introduce you to the afterlife."
Literally.
Yeah, that's about right for an abyssal.
Yeah. And then, handing the purse back to the one that it was stolen from. And that death would be either exceptionally subtle with like a extremely sharp needlepoint stiletto type blade, poisoned of course, just in case, or a Sephiroth style fucking sword, like one of them diclaves. So
One of these is more subtle than the other.
yes,
Much.
it really just depends on, the mood, i.e., whether or not it would be Lorien in charge or Storm.
Or both.
Or both, yes.
Because
The-
Storm is
okay.
the warrior kind of a personality, and Lorien is a poet kind of a personality. So the warrior poet, they would work together really well.
So yeah, that was kind of the two concepts. But with I was a little bit torn between one or the other. And Willie decided
But
the
Trickster is
best.
so much fun. So I
Trickster
feel
is
like
fun.
Flurry can have like a really good time playing it.
Phil, to put the light on this situation a little bit more,
Uh-oh.
you might recognize Lorien as a character that did become an aspect of Ray's.
Ah, I see. I think I know what you're referring to.
The
Yes.
Bod and Adams game.
Arden. Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I now remember that. It's been a while since I remembered that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see, it might be a little dangerous to have a character that went too villainous.
Just a touch.
I mean, like I said, play whatever you want to play.
Yeah. Well
I mean,
then,
this is about having fun, right?
Yeah,
It's hard to not have fun playing Exalted.
that is true.
well then, shall we begin?
I know that
Yes,
was
please.
a fairly large segue, so yes, let us continue.
A cold wind whips around. You can't see anything for the moment, realizing your eyes are closed. Your head's hurt, everything is dark, and the ground is moving under you. Bouncing up and down, you can feel metal on your wrists and ankles. Slowly, you open your eyes. There's other people around you, similarly bound. Hey you, you're finally awake. They got you with some kind of sleeping spell. Must be wearing off with the sunrise. The man speaking to you, all three of you, has blonde hair and dreadlocks, and a light beard covering his face. He's also chained, similarly to how you are. You're in the back of a wagon.
I cannot believe this.
I'm just pulling up the meme for no reason whatsoever.
Another man nearby swears. Damn Immaculates. I don't know how many times I got away from them. Don't have any respect for keeping people safe from Raksha.
Look around. Are we just like in the middle of a forest going down like a road at this point?
Uh, yes,
Oh, excellent.
that is accurate.
Willie, I will note that when you move the table like that, it does make
Oh, fun.
a lot of sound. Just as a heads up.
I have a question.
Yes?
How much can I move my arms and
Enough. But
am
you
I wearing
realize...
my normal clothes?
Hmm?
Am I wearing my normal clothes?
Yes, but you do not have your artifact.
Do I have my drugs?
We
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out one of the herbs. You know which ones?
that herb.
And then I'm gonna start chewing on it.
When you say I know which ones,
Yeah.
given that you're
The ones
chewing
from
on
the
it, I
forest?
need some more,
The ones from the forest.
Oh, just going right into chewing on those.
Yes.
Delicious.
I mean, they're what I have on me, right? I mean, yeah.
Well then. I'm gonna need you to roll me
Dude,
something.
I'm chained up. What can I do except for chew on the one thing that, you know... Actually, the listeners don't know. Ha ha ha.
I'm gonna
Do
need
we
you to roll
know-
me a integrity plus fortitude.
Oh god.
Okay.
Excellent. Already beginning with resistance rolls. I like it.
I mean, wait, are you sure it's not physique that I have to roll, not integrity?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I mean, I guess they're both pretty good. So, can I stunt my roll?
Yes.
You can stunt
Okay,
like
neat.
everything. It's exalted.
Okay, neat. So where is the where am I? Oh, dice roll. Dice rolls. Cool.
Brand new channel
So-
appears.
I was gonna say, where are
So
we rolling?
as I pull this out, I'm gonna like fold it into like a small square and then put it in the back of my teeth and then start chewing it, and I'm gonna let the flavor of the roll over my tongue, and then I'm just gonna relax just on the floor and just let my body start turning into like weird green mist for a moment, and then come back to my normal self.
I'll give you a stunt for that. Now, in essence, you don't actually have to use your stunt immediately. You can put it into
Yes,
a stunt pool.
I don't think I. Well, wait. One of the things that I can do is like create a small like narrative, like
Yeah, you can
bonus,
make a dramatic
right?
edit. Instead of in
Yeah.
your dice, you can introduce a thing that, with storyteller approval, can change the scene.
Okay, neat. Can
Or you don't
I
do
can I
dice.
like slightly get out of my chains? Like after turning into this green mist for a moment?
Did we establish that this turned you into green mist before?
Well, it did something in the forest.
It did something. But I'm
Did
gonna need you
something.
to roll that that fortitude plus integrity to see what it does.
Okay, fair. So can I wait? No, yes, I have to do that first.
Mhm.
So, heckin', how do I? Oh, it's exclamation mark roll and then the number, right?
Yeah, that should be the nomenclature.
I think so.
Neat. Got a 3.
Hey, 3 is baseline success, I think.
Sounds about right.
Question mark. But I don't remember what this stuff does or if we ever established what it
We
did.
did not.
I guess
Well,
we're
I
gonna-
did.
I guess
You established
we're
what
gonna
it
find
did.
out.
I didn't.
Yeah. Have you ever chewed on it before?
Yes, I have, in the forest.
In the forest.
And you don't remember what happened.
No, I don't, because I took it and then I chewed it and then I forgot everything except for a very few cute things.
And then you
Cute
woke
thing.
up here.
No, I didn't. I woke up like a month later.
Great. Well, Willie, what do you got?
As you start chewing on that, the flavor is spicy at first, and then it fades into just like a carbonated beverage popping in your mouth. Leaves
Delicious.
really shouldn't be doing that.
But it's so delicious.
You swallow it, and a moment later, you have to have your head just right over the side of the wagon as you barf up a fire.
Nice.
Oh my.
This has already become strange.
One of the guards.
I say to the guy across from me.
One of the guards turns around.
Yup.
They're dressed with armor. It looks like some kind of red jade. Hey, what's going on over there?
Oh, I don't feel so good.
I see that. You shouldn't be able to barf up fire.
I just don't feel so good, dude.
Hey, hey, Beam. Didn't you say those cuffs are supposed to stop them from doing things like that? You hear just him whispering far too loudly.
Oh god, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did. The other man that's now talking is not dressed in any sort of armor, just a few bandages, really. Cold. A little odd in the cold. There's snow covering the ground, and he has bare feet. Look, they can't get out. We only have a little bit farther, and they'll all be in the nail, and not your problem anymore. I guess.
Am I still vomiting fire?
You stop
When
after the
the
second
fire-
one.
Oh man. Can I start singing just the loudest drinking song because I feel drunk after this?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna do that. Can I still do stuff while chained up, or is that like not a thing?
You can do things. Any of you can do things.
I would
But you're
like
chained
to. I would like to start singing, and I would like my song to do something very specific. Hold on, let me check my character.
I'm gonna check these chains that are around my hand right now. Do they just look like ordinary iron or steel chains or something?
No. They are interlaced with some other metals that you can't quite figure out. Mostly roll sagacity.
Oh yeah, that's
So, I would like to do something very specific. May I activate a charm, or is that not a thing I can do?
That is something you can try and do.
Okay. Neat.
Looking for the cat claw clippers. Oh, no. Yes, sir.
Actually, instead of doing that, I would like to try and convince one of these dudes to drink with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
engage the drinking game.
That's
Yeah,
going
so
to
I'm
be
gonna
a.
sing-
Depending on how you do it, either embassy or presence.
I would like to do it with presents. I would like to wink at one of the dudes and then start singing my favorite drinking song. This one is about drinking your cares away and shedding the feelings that you have for your jailers. Specifically, this is a song about like uh being free specifically.
Oh my god.
A very specific drinking song.
Yes, not literally from a prison, but like being free from your worries and stuff like that.
So you're singing Hakuna Matata.
Kinda, yeah, I am.
It means no worries. Now give me the key.
No, I just want him to drink with me, dude. That's all. I just want him to drink with me.
Uh-huh.
How do I do that specifically? And also, can I get a stunt dice for
Yes.
telling you what kind of song I'm singing? Thank you. And what exactly am I rolling?
You'll roll force plus presence.
Neat. What does the dice do again?
What?
What does the dice do again?
You
Creates a random number
Roll-
between 1 and
you
10.
roll them?
No, I mean like the stunt dice.
Oh, it gives you 2 dice.
Oh, okay.
Just
This is a very esoteric question, I feel like.
yeah. No, I mean like I
What
know
do
I know
dice
what
do?
I know what a D10 does. I'm just curious.
Wow.
So I rolled an 8 to get him to drink with me.
Well, I'm curious what his resolve is.
Not that high.
It better be real high, buddy.
The
I think
man,
even
or actually woman, that you end up attracting to your drink.
Are there 2 women or 1 man and a woman?
There are, in fact, 6 people dressed elaborately around this caravan, and
I would like to attract a man if that is possible.
fair enough. You attract the one that was a little bit worried about you barfing fire earlier.
Mhm.
You
what a sympathetic guy.
you have some of that drink you're singing about?
Oh yeah, buddy, I got a flask right here. It's some Gravalian whiskey, just the best. My dude, this is brewed and stored for decades, and I've heard that some of it is stored for centuries. Right?
That sounds. And the person he was talking to earlier, who we referred to as Bean, turns around and says, "Boars, what are you doing?"
I'm gonna sneak him. Can I try and stealth the flask into that dude's hand?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to stealth the flask into his hand, please.
Roll me finesse plus. Is it just stealth?
Neat. Hold on.
Okay, just stealth.
Sorry, I've got a chainmail thing in my hand and I need to finish this exact link. I'm very irresponsible player, I know, I'm very sorry. Okay, neat. Okay, so there. Roll the 3.
Boars.
Woo!
And as Beam, whoever that is, in the raps, is reprimanding boars from fraternizing with prisoners, You
Did I successfully put the flask into his hand, though?
yes, but you did not do it stealthily,
Not sneaky at
Okay,
all.
fair.
or at least not enough to evade this man's attention.
Aw, damn.
There is an explosion from somewhere in front of you. You can see a city on the horizon a moment ago. Actually, not the horizon, much closer than that. And in the middle of that city, there was a tower. There's smoke coming out of that tower now, and you can start hearing screams in the far distance.
That
Well, that
fire of
doesn't
yours
sound
went way
good.
further than I expected.
For just a moment, everyone is silent, and then Beam looks at a couple of the others here and takes off running. In the cart, the man that originally was talking to you looks up. Well, that was
How many
new.
of-
I think the nail. Perhaps we're not
how
all
many,
in for such a terrible fate.
How many of them are leaving?
3.
So there's 3 left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this nail it is you're talking about. Is that I don't know.
Sounds pointy.
It's where they take us. Anyone they don't like. When people go in. They don't go out.
I have like a posture that's like way too casual for being like imprisoned. As I just kind of like cross a leg and just go, and who are you? Who are you?
Oh. I'm sorry. You can call me Smiling Rat.
I see.
What's your shtick? Smiling rat.
Have we not been introduced?
No.
My memory is foggy.
No, not you. Just me and the. Are you current? What's your form at the moment?
Feminine.
Me and the lady here, not you.
Ah. I see.
They don't like to talk about me. He winks at you.
And how did you end up on this cart? Smiling rats.
Well, same way you did.
I think back to that gilded moment. Ah, yes.
Where you
was quite a-
fell asleep and woke up on a cart.
I see. That gilded moment. The last thing I remember is falling asleep. That seems odd.
Well, Beam punched me and I was frozen. I haven't been able to get out since then. So much to do, no time, and here I am.
Has the cart stopped moving at this point?
It's kind of ground to a halt, yes.
Is it just like our cart and like the 3 of us and Rat?
It's the 3 of you, Rat, one other person who talked a little bit and hasn't identified himself, and one other person who hasn't talked at all, and you're not quite sure if he actually has a mouth.
Oh, that's an odd one. This cart is full of odd ones.
What do you look like?
Me?
Yeah.
So shock of like gray silver hair, just a very pointed, serious face. Probably wearing, assuming I'm still wearing what I was wearing, a very long traveler's cloak that barely covers my forearms, but it's very clear that I have gotten into a lot of fistfights in my life. And you might be able to see just the traces of like brassy tattoos along my forearms that I hastily try to cover at most times.
Yes, odd ones indeed.
Can I have a question. How do feats of strength?
You roll force plus physique, I think,
That sounds right.
and there's
Can
like
I
a big old chart.
try and rip my like chains off? Is that a thing?
You can certainly try.
I would love to try, please.
Go ahead.
Oh, my character does not look very strong. Just as a fact, he just looks kind of like one might think a general like farm boy might look, but with a cheese grater face.
Cheese grater face.
Yeah. I mean, it's not actually. It doesn't look like Deadpool. It just kind of looks like he has like a row of like cuts all over his face, like in a grid almost.
All right.
Anyway, he doesn't look very strong, but he's just gonna try and like pull on his chains, try to break up. What exactly do I roll again? Force plus physique?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, after drinking a bit from another flask that I've pulled out, I don't have a lot of flasks. I just have a couple. So another flask that I pull out, I'm gonna take a sip. I'm gonna let it sit for a moment. I'm gonna burp while you guys are talking, and then I'm going to roll over onto my stomach and try and just like do that thing where you like raw bear strength try and like rip the floor up. I'm gonna try and do that.
Are you using any excellencies or motes?
I would love to. Actually, do I do that again? Because I didn't think there was. I didn't really see the whole excellencies thing as a thing. So I'm confused.
So at start, we get 4 charms plus an excellency of the ox body. The excellency is attached to one of your abilities. And
Can I do it as a performance?
Your excellency could be attached to performance. You could not use it here as a physique one, though, in that case.
Yes.
Dang
Because
it.
it is attached to a specific ability.
Could I do this as a performance? Like, try and perform for you guys?
Try to break the cuffs by performing.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Damn it. Okay, alright. Then I'm just gonna use my stunt dice as normal. Okay, I got 5.
Unfortunately, that's just not quite enough. You strain at the cuffs, but they don't come undone.
Dang it.
Everyone kind of watches you, impressed by
Yep.
how much force you were able to apply.
How much physique do you have? Do you have 5 physique?
No?
I'm so
4.
confused. Oh, well, that makes sense. Because you're at
I
9.
don't look strong, but I am.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Since it worked so well for one person, and I actually have a charm to help me with this, I'm going to try and break these cuffs as well. As I look down, kind of just like a good attempt. As I just
As a like a actual performance thing, but not like I'm not gonna roll for it. I just want to like try and make it look like that wasn't really an attempt because I feel embarrassed about not
Super
being able to
cash.
break them. So I'm just gonna like just stretch it, and then I'm just gonna flop down on the floor and pretend to fall asleep.
oh. Well, I'm gonna attempt to turn on a charm, Willie. Am I able to turn on a charm?
You are not.
Well, this makes this attempt way harder. Okay.
The moat kind of fizzles away.
Do I actually lose the moat?
No.
Okay. Well,
It just
in fact,
recirculates.
I kind of frown as I feel like the strength that I normally can call upon just doesn't come to me. I'm like, I look to Smiling Rat, kind of hold out my arms. What's up with these shackles?
I believe those are some kind of artifice designed just for people like us. There's been enough going on this cart. Most of the guards were here to guard you. The mortal ones. Also the exalted ones. Everyone roll me a... What's the roll going to be in essence?
Is this an act casual roll?
No one was trying to act casual here.
We're not casual people.
I'm being pretty casual right now.
A finesse plus awareness.
It may seem like I'm not really paying attention to my surroundings, but I am keenly aware, as I am in an extremely stressful situation for me. I do not like being in chains. I can feel the snow fall on the ground around me as I just take in everything.
I've been in chains before. This isn't that big of a deal, but I got 2 anyway.
1 dot there? Or just a stunt?
You mean it is a stunt, yes.
There's no dots anymore.
There is no more dots because I really need it if it's going to be a finesse roll. Finesse is not my strong suit.
I am simply watching, observant, listening to my surroundings and noting any single opportunity at hand.
Stunt. And so it's only Lark?
Mm-hmm.
Lark.
And Syl, really.
Syl. That sees people start dying. The guards' throats are cut. They don't notice for a moment until the person who did it steps forward and 3 heads roll on the ground.
Oh dear.
Immediately, Bose steps forward. The one that you gave a little bit of drink to earlier. Hey, who are you? And without a word, that figure brings a sword as tall as it is toward him. Severing the head of another, well, not head, about midway down the torso, on the way.
Hey, that was my buddy! Don't you dare!
Of another guard, not Bose.
Oh, okay.
Before Bose blocks it. And the two of those two begin fighting. But within a few seconds, it's kind of apparent that Bose is not winning this fight. He's losing ground.
Should we run?
Well, one of the other guards
We're still
actually
teamed up, right?
shows up. And Syl, you recognize this one.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. It's your older sibling.
Oh, God.
Look, I don't have much time. People are dying, and I need to help. But I don't feel good about leaving all of you to die here if we lose.
I appreciate it.
He tosses a set of keys in. If you want to run, head due north, 2 days travel. That kingdom probably won't bother you. And he throws that set of keys in and turns around to go help Bose.
I'll grab the keys.
That's
Active.
yeah.
You grab the keys. Then what?
I'm gonna unlock myself.
It works.
Pass them over here. I don't want to be in these things.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it over. I'm also gonna pass over a flask.
I give the flask a stern look, and I like a look that definitely says I'm gonna save that for later.
Oh, save it for later, or you're not gonna drink it at all?
I mean, save it for later.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a really friendly wink. I like.
And then I unlock my own shackles and I toss it over to. I am blanking on character names.
Sil.
Sil. I'm gonna toss him over to Sil,
It's short for silver.
and then I'm gonna be like, north, huh? Away I go.
I
Um,
will accompany the one that seems pragmatic and not insane.
Rude.
I was referring to Rat with the insane, but alright, take it
You
as you will.
belched. You belched fire.
Also that.
I didn't belch fire. I vomited fire. There's a difference, guys.
Although, do give me those keys, please.
You never did tell me
I mean,
your
we're not-
shtick, as it were.
Same as yours. I thought I said.
You did not.
Keys?
I really don't think we have time for this debate. I look over at the ongoing combat.
There's another explosion from the distance.
I mean,
I
I'll
am
hand
very
it to
concerned,
him.
and I would
Would you
like
like
to
to
go
join us?
towards the fighting. Is that possible? Can I sneak into the fighting?
Sneak into the fighting.
I would like to go see what's going on because I don't like the idea of chaos that isn't involving me.
Oh, you want to go closer to the explosions. You don't want to
Yes.
sneak in the middle of the Exalt battle.
I want to go see where the explosions are happening.
Okay. Before you do that, I actually would like you to roll awareness plus whichever attribute you'd like.
I
With
am
2 bonus dice.
Why? But okay, I mean, don't take it away from me. But why?
If it's meant to be obvious, you could just give it to us to read.
That's fair. You see your guitar in the front of the wagon before you're leaving.
Yes. Oh, and then I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna kiss it like it's my lover, and then I'm gonna put it on my back, and then I'm gonna go sneak out towards the explosions and see what's happening.
Okay.
What do I need to roll again?
We'll get
that was for
to you
noticing
doing
the
that in a
comment.
moment.
Okay.
The Spire and Syl, you watch Rat unlock himself, throw the keys at the other prisoners, and rapidly shift his form, becoming, unsurprisingly, a rat, and scurrying off into the bushes.
Oh, that's what he meant by same as you. Okay. I don't say that out
Wow,
loud.
he's actually a rat. Well, I'm going. I look whatever way was indicated as north. It's clearly not quite north, but I'm taking it.
Why would you trust anyone who had you locked up?
And
Because
what
my
about-
options are that or engage in. I look over to clanging of blades. Engage in a fight that I have nothing to do with.
And what
Well-
about you, Syl?
I it's a 2 days travel. I want to know what's going on over there.
Cool.
And I don't want to be seen. So I think let's see. Can
Well,
I
if you're-
use the Ant and Yadim wisdom?
What does that do?
It's the one that lets you become tiny or big creatures.
Yeah.
Soup's tiny, like caterpillar tiny.
Yes.
You should be a dragonfly.
That's actually what I was thinking of.
Nice.
But yes, I would like to turn into a frost dragonfly, one of the beloved ones of the frost swamps, and explore, not explore so much as spy on what's happening over there with the chaos and explosions. I want to see what our circumstances, what our savior circumstances have been.
Okay. Are you getting any closer to Numa and the nail?
Yes, I'd like to be stealthing there.
Okay. So to be clear, we have crashing of waves going toward the nail. We have Sill going toward the nail, and we have Spire going north.
I'm going. That's that's the direction my map was going anyway. I think. I hope. And I don't have time to die here.
Cool. All right. We'll go over to what's happening at the nail first.
Wait. Before we split up, I would like to pat my new drinking buddy on the shoulder and say good luck, and then leave. And leave him with the flask. You get the flask, my dude.
I raise it, and then I trudge north, whichever way was indicated as north, and I hope it to God is north.
I'll catch up with Spire once I'm done investigating. I don't feel like it's going to be that hard to find this
I have no
person.
dots in stealth and no dots in navigate. No, it will not be hard to find me.
Oh my god. Just
I do
walking in
not
circles the
trust-
whole time.
And
I do
there's a
not
reason-
trust the authorities in any way, shape, or form. I will never, ever go north. Ever. Sorry. Unless there's another person that tells me to go north that isn't the authority. I got let out of jail by the authorities that put me in there. I'm not going to follow their direction.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. So, as the two of you get closer to the city, you can see
Do we get to make stealth rolls? Or, because I'm sneaking.
Oh, alright, why don't you both make stealth rolls? Ray, with Syl, with, I want to say +2 because you're a tiny animal right now?
I think being tiny just gives you 2 successes.
Even better.
Anton Yadim says, grants a success bonus to all relevant actions equal to the Lunar's essence.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
One of my intimacies, my major intimacy is I will free you from your chains. Could I have used that to literally free myself from my chains?
That is not how intimacies work.
Dang it.
There are things that you want to uphold,
Yeah,
but they don't grant you any specific power for doing so.
fair. I was just thinking, like, when a mother sees her child is under a car, that kind of thing.
Oh, when you saw, I will add, when you saw your guitar, there was a book next to it.
What was it?
You could not read the language on the front.
Stealing or not stealing? I hadn't really decided that for my character yet. Yeah, I'll take it. Why not?
Okay. And roll me your stealths.
Neat.
All right. So a success bonus is an auto success, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it's finesse plus stealth?
Yes. I'd love to see how someone would manage a.
I mean,
So-
if you were
Stealth.
if you were slow and persistent, you could argue fortitude.
I could see that. I punch their eyes out. There we go. Force plus stealth.
So that is a total of 6 successes for me.
All right. And crashing of waves.
Well, I'd like to stunt this if I may. So I am going to roll through every single obstacle I see, not by like punching it or anything, but by like climbing over it or like physically moving it out of my way if I can to keep myself from getting in people's vision. So like anytime that I see a person, I'm gonna immediately go towards the, like, biggest cover I can find and then maneuvering myself around it. So like just trying to get around or get near as many large objects as possible. Which doesn't make any sense, I realize, but
Oh, could I actually have taken the keys once the cart had been freed and teleport with them? Or not teleport, shapeshift with them. They're in my pocket.
Did you wait that long?
I mean, it wouldn't have taken long. How many people were in the cart?
There were 2 after Rat.
Yeah, I would have waited.
actually I'm gonna throw the book back in the cart.
Yeah.
Or if it's too late, I'll just throw the book on the road while I'm going back.
Okay. Well, the last person, the one that doesn't appear to have any mouth, gets out of the cart and immediately started following after Crashing of Waves.
And then I toss the book on the road.
This is accurate. They didn't really stop to drop the keys, they just started going.
Then I will follow them before I shapeshift. Because I would be shapeshifting after everyone was freed, but this is different, so I'll follow them.
Mm-hmm. Also, Al, take a stunt for your stealth roll.
Thank you. So it's finesse, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Syl, the person you're following picks up the book and looks at you as you're trying to make your way toward Numa. But they open the book and it makes a uncomfortable noise. A couple pages turn. It's a fantastic noise over the audio here. And you watch it as one of those pages animates. Something's flapping out of it. Just like one tentacle? No? One tongue. And you hear a voice from this person coming from exactly where their mouth should be. Shouldn't have thrown it on the ground. Could have gotten damaged. Hello. You should probably follow those instructions to go north. It's going to only get better.
Better how?
Are they talking to me or you?
Me.
They start flipping through the book again. And eventually come to a page with multiple tongues start coming out of that book. And you can see power start channeling around it.
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to shred this.
Okay, we are live again.
Sorry,
There was a surprise shredder. And
just from
that, you can hear a little bit of, in addition to some strange incantation, you can also hear ethereal wailing, almost.
Can you mute
That
yourself,
was
please?
so cool. There was like a double sound from you, storyteller, and like it sounded just the coolest. Just, oh my god.
Oh. Like that?
No, I mean like your voice was coming directly from both your and Ray's speaker, and so I was just getting a double sound, and it was awesome.
Fair enough.
That could actually be kind of a neat piece for this character who has multiple tongues in a book.
True.
All
Alright,
I'm
I'm busy now. Goodbye.
You didn't answer my question.
Goodbye.
But I'm what? Why would I leave? Where are you going? Where does he seem to be going?
He's staying here. Approximately.
Okay.
You've seen people cast spells before, and this is what it looks like.
I'm just looking at this person with a lot of curiosity. So what's the deal with that book?
They're not paying attention to you.
Are they paying attention to the book?
They're paying attention to kind of just whatever they're doing.
So they're not paying attention to the book.
They're definitely holding it.
What happens if I reach out and touch it?
Their eyes snap to you. It's not your
Not
time.
your time.
It's not
Not
your
your place.
Hands
Hands off.
I'm
I'm
busy.
busy.
With what?
Helping.
Helping.
In what manner? Being vague is just... Being vague is only going to have me here longer. So you may as well tell me.
Fine.
My allies are escaping. If I understood correctly, you have no love for the Immaculates or the realm? And this will do nothing that helps them.
Them being the Immaculates, I assume.
And the realm. Yes.
Can I assist?
I don't think that would be wise.
Why not?
Not all of my allies are as patient as I am, or as discerning.
Sounds like you need more discerning friends.
I don't think so. But I'm sure I'll see you again.
So, I have a question. One of my attributes as a, just like passively, as a silver-tongued changing moon lunar is that people believe any lie I tell them, no matter how outlandish.
Isn't that just extras and trivial opponents?
Correct.
Yeah, that
would not.
That was where the question was.
This is
not an extra or a trivial opponent.
Hey, remember that when both microphones are active, you get a double voice on our end? So if you mute yourself when you want to talk like a storyteller, then that would be better.
Yeah. This person is neither an extra or a trivial opponent.
Nor a trivial opponent.
Okay. I thought that might be the case, but figured I would check.
I did a little bit of research when helping to create another person's character, so
yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, no worries.
Because I got real excited about being able to deceive anyone and or not let anyone see you ever as a thief, and then, turns out that's not.
Fair enough, yeah. That'll be a little bit broken.
Mm-hmm.
As you are going to continue talking to this person? Or are you going to go and see what's actually happening over there?
You've been wasting a bit of time while I've been sneaking up to the nails, so...
I mean, can you fly?
No. But I'm a sneaky boy.
Sneaking is slow and you can't fly.
Yeah. I'm a sneaky boy.
So sneak.
When you get
I'm wearing a big black cloak, and that's why I'm sneaky.
When the both of you get in sight of Numa and the nail, you can smell acrid smoke in the air, and you can hear more people screaming.
What people? What people are screaming?
The people in the city around the nail.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna go check that out.
I was going to tell you about what you can see with all of this.
I'm very sorry. Let me be absolutely silent.
You find a vantage point either in the air flying or on top of a hill that just lets you see over the walls. And you can see numerous anima banners all throughout the city. Some of them are terrestrial. You can see their... What's the special word for a terrestrial anima? Phil, isn't there a special word?
Phil?
Yes.
What's the special word for a terrestrial anima?
Anima flux?
Yeah. You can see the fluxes of terrestrial animas in combat with many varied animas, glowing, some gold, a few a sickly green, and then a myriad of other colors and some more esoteric things.
Did we decide what color my animal was? Or my color of anima and banner and stuff?
I don't know if we did.
Can we decide on purple?
Yes.
Can we decide on a really dark purple, like a sickly purple?
Yes.
Thank you.
Suffice it to say, there's a lot going on there. And as you're sitting there, crashing of waves, a little rat scurries up next to you and forms once again into that blonde, dreadlocked man. Rat. Smiling rat. His face is concerned. Have you been in many battles before?
Me?
I don't see anyone else around.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess no?
I recommend you don't get involved in this one.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Don't really love the whole some people are screaming thing.
I think that's about what's going to happen. I think the inmates of the Nail have somehow broken out.
The nail?
That smoking structure. Right there.
Oh, inmates? Like it's a jail?
Yes.
Ooh, jail nail.
It's
Very
where
cool.
they were taking us.
Oh. What? I was going to jail? Rude.
I'm sure you're
I didn't
familiar
even
with...
do anything.
Have you met the Immaculates?
No?
I suggest you don't meet them. And I also suggest you don't meet some of the people that they've captured.
But you see, there's a battle down there, and they're not exactly excluding all the people around. That's not very chill of them. Don't really love that.
You're right. You're right. They're not, are they?
Really.
Well, tell you what. I like you. Don't ask me why.
Really?
Yes. You have some
good.
initiative. A little pluck. And I'd rather not see you go and try and save everybody and have some immaculate or some angry Exalt stab you through the chest. I've done this
that's would ruin a good.
And I can tell you, that place, wherever it is, in the north, at the guard, the Nellens fellow, I think, those were his colors, directed you. There are people there you can help. And perhaps not a melee. I'll bring as many people there out as I can. I think I'll find some help.
You know what? I like you. I'm gonna give him a single mushroom head.
He eats it.
Good. It's gonna induce some really delicious moments.
Oh, I know.
Disconcerting.
He starts, he reforms into that.
These mushrooms, just letting you know, are not the kind that cause visual hallucinations. They're the ones that cause emotional hallucinations. Like the ones that like cause your emotions to like be reset so that things affect you really strong.
Wonderful. I love it.
So I'm not telling him, I'm telling you.
Fair
just
enough.
as a fact. Yep. So I'm giving him one of those bad boys.
Some emotional amanita.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He reforms himself into a rat again and you see that rat starts scurrying toward the city. And along with it, out from under the snow, all around you, several hundred skeletal rodents, and some larger animals as well, start burrowing up from under the snow and following him.
I would like
Disconcerting.
to pull out my guitar and start playing heckin' the song that goes da na na da, that song. I forget how it goes.
I don't know the rest of that, but I know the song you're talking about. Oh.
Yeah, and I would like to start playing that song on my guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. It just feels like the right thing to do, and I'm gonna watch the skeletons see what they do.
Oh. If you watch for a moment, you can see the skeletal rats. They scare people. There's some more screams because of that.
Oh boy. Don't know if I love him anymore.
But they also just kind of pop up next to where Exalts are fighting near mortals, families, children. And they bite, and they make just enough noise to distract them. Well, the people that aren't glowing get away.
Okay. I'd like to... Is it possible to retroactively form a friendship with someone?
You can just form an intimacy.
Neat. He's my friend now.
Smiling rat.
For the record, Full Metal Archivist has blessed us with the title of that song, which is Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
Ooh,
I
love
would
it.
play it on stream, but I'd get muted for that section. So,
Okay, fair. Thank you, Archivist. You get a hug the next time I see you. I know who you are.
And so, what do now?
I'm gonna walk away.
Sil?
Did I hear the discussion? Like the tail end of it or anything?
Did you? Were you close enough?
I feel like probably this all kind of happened like around the corner from the cart.
A little bit farther on than that, but if you wanted to be close enough for most of that conversation, yes, you heard it.
Yeah. Sounds viable.
So you both heading north from, heading north? Meet up with
I feel very suspicious heading north, and yet I'm going to anyway.
Sil?
I'm very suspicious of that direction right now.
I am going to catch up with Spire and also show him where north is, because it looks like you got a little turned around.
Oh, I see. I was looking kind of like definitely the wrong direction. I've also been like just jogging for a little while at this point, so it took a second to catch up with me. But yeah, I was turned around.
Roll
I
me a
see.
d10.
Oh, my favorite roll. Where am I rolling? Where actually
dice
is...
rolls.
There it is, dice rolls. Yeah, buddy, 6.
6. You kind of made a really wide arc. And we're starting to go about southeast.
I don't understand the compass. Despite clearly not even having a compass. Anyway, so north is that way. I say pointing east.
Not quite. It's
I see.
more, I like turn. How tall are you? I keep imagining like a surprisingly large man.
He is a surprisingly imposing man. He probably stands about 5'11" and is built like just not quite like bodybuilder like ridiculous, but like extremely lean and extremely lean, but still got like if you tried to push him, he would not move unless you put like all of your weight behind it.
Yeah, so
He's
I would just like
big.
nudge him until he started like angling towards north and be like,
So
That
that's north.
yeah.
I have a question. How old are your characters?
Spyrus is probably like in his 40s when he exalted.
Dang. My character is not that old. My character's like 17.
Mine's like,
He's a boy. I mean, well, a young man.
at least according to their memory, mine's like late 20s. I think 27.
Sweet old man Spires.
Oh my god.
Time to lean into this new archetype I've found.
Oh my god.
Love it.
I'll grow a beard, it'll be great. Anyway.
My character is gonna call you old man. That's who you are.
And I will be slightly perturbed by that.
Good.
Anyway, so is it just I kind of look back and like, is it still only us two?
Um,
I'm fast.
So you're like, are you catching up over there?
Am I?
I don't know.
Do I even know where you are?
Like I said, no stealth.
If
And
you're trying,
I was going the wrong direction for half of my running.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I guess I might run into you then.
I see. This is not north, is
no.
I don't think I should be taking point, but I will try anyway.
I feel like someone just needs to take like a string and just point it in the required direction. Or like
all I need is a 1-dot artifact that is just a compass. Then my character's perfect.
You got me there.
Anyway,
Your character will always know where north is. That is its entire purpose.
but I
It's
won't
a
know any of the
compass.
I won't know any of the other directions though, so that's kind of a problem. I'll need more compasses, I think.
You don't know where south is?
I'm not playing a high-end character. Either way. So north, as another explosion rocks the city in the background.
Yeah, that would be like a finesse roll, and you said that was a little low.
Would someone like to roll me a... Oh.
That was impressive timing. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, my audio, I think, cut out for a hot second because I tried to say something and you guys didn't.
You completely dropped out of the chat.
Yep. Would someone like to roll me a... I'm gonna say force plus navigate.
Oh,
Force
God.
plus navigate?
Mm-hmm.
Why not finesse?
Forging ahead.
Because this isn't
Well,
necessarily the navigation. This is the
I got force.
collecting all of the survival stuff.
Ah.
Are we having a traveling venture?
Yes. Oh yeah, ventures.
Ventures exist.
Okay. Yes, we
Just
can make
put
this
it out
into
there.
a venture.
Yep, we have 2 days of traveling to do, and Spires is not going to be helpful, but he'll try.
So if we have
I've got force, but I don't got no navigate.
I also have force and no navigate.
You know what? I could ask people for directions if we run into any people.
Well, what is the issue that we're currently running into? Is it a lack of supplies or something that you mentioned?
Yes, you don't really have any supplies. No one grabbed any from the caravan or from the wagon.
I have alcohol. Do we need anything else?
I need to eat. And pine cones do
Generally,
not-
we need food.
We've
Pine
got
cones will
no.
not suit
That's
my
water.
taste.
We've got alcohol. That's enough. Food. Do we really need food?
Yes.
I mean, we could go hungry. It is only 2 days. That is not preferable, though.
My character has gone hungry in the past. And he will do so in the future. He does not care.
So real quick, I think we are going to make this a venture, just so we can see how it works. Get our hands in it.
Ventures are fun.
By the way, my character doesn't sleep. He just drinks all
Just
night,
parties.
literally parties all the time, and you guys will never ever see him.
This is not the most alarming thing I've seen all day.
Right.
Excellent. You
I
can
mean,
just
I
like
didn't end up
during the
taking
night.
charm.
y-
That
you
lets me
may.
eat anything.
Oh, that's cool.
I want that charm eventually.
I might get charmed because I can steal your things. Ha ha.
Things. What are these things you speak of?
Yeah, what's a
I can
thing?
steal your things. Not your things, but I can steal your thing. I can have them for myself,
Interest.
right?
One of the comments right now is no just alcohol, and also so this character is a college student.
Yeah,
Yeah,
party
he
for life.
foregoes sleeping and gain those effects from partying.
Truly
Odd.
apex party man.
I
Yep.
love it.
You created this, Willie.
What
No,
do
you
you mean?
created this. I enabled this.
See, drinking though isn't really a party.
my character will sing songs around a campfire while you are sleeping, interrupting your sleep.
You want to
You're
die?
welcome.
I'm actually
You're
going...
welcome.
Al, I'm actually going to make a ruling on this.
Yeah?
In order to get the sleep benefit, it does have to be a party with, like...
Of more than one person?
people partying.
Dang. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to sleep. If you losers are gonna sleep, then I guess I have to sleep too.
Singing and drinking on your own is not a party. It's kind of sad.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
That's how I lived most of my life.
Oof.
Not mine. His. That's how he lived most of his life.
Hasn't he been going around singing to people? Like
Yeah.
birds?
But that's not how he started the beginning of his life.
Well, we'll get to
how about that
sometime.
venture?
Okay. I did not hear what Phil said.
How about that venture?
Yeah.
Eyebrows wiggle.
So with a venture, Phil, correct me if I'm wrong,
Uh-oh.
we set a... Do we actually set a goal number?
Mm-mm.
Let
Oh, wait.
me
Yeah.
pull up a thing.
Let's double check.
Because there is a venture specifically for travel,
No.
which we can use, because they thought of lots of stuff for this.
They really did.
Crafting,
Oh, here we
creative
go.
works, mansions, active governance. Long journeys and exploration, 61 on manuscript 3. So it has 3 to 5 base obstacles, which is at your discretion. The time scale is a scene. The common dice pools are, no surprise, Fortitude and Navigate. And it has a long list of common obstacles that you can pick from that we need to overcome somehow. Either through rolling Fortitude, Navigate, or whatever we can come up with, where failure just makes consequences and can make things hard.
Alright, yeah, so your first obstacle is insufficient supplies.
This checks out.
And
So we're
since-
basically just in the woods.
So, what exactly is our terrain?
I would call it a taiga.
A what?
A taiga. It's kind of like a savanna, but with ice, I guess.
Yes.
That's a tundra.
right.
There is actually a slight difference. I think,
Taiga is with trees.
Oh.
Like, imagine our classic Pacific Northwest forest, but...
permanently icy.
Cold?
Yeah, but colder. Just constantly frozen.
Full Metal just said so. He's Tom Bombadil as a frat boy.
But
Sort of not wrong, but also like
Why are y'all focusing on my character? What about the other characters?
yours is the one with a drinking problem. So
My character doesn't have a drinking problem. It's a feature.
Actually,
It's not a bug. It's a feature.
oh, they have a drinking solution.
a drinking
Yes,
feature.
they do.
Kind of like a fountain, but not quite.
Yeah. He can
Anyway.
just produce alcohol and drugs at any given moment.
Not an excessive amount.
It says this is not enough for large groups, but is enough to count as resources.
Al?
Woot.
How would we like to tackle our insufficient supply problem? So what I'm hearing is that does anyone have navigate?
No,
No.
but I do have force.
Does Sil have any navigate?
Nope.
Excellent.
I have finesse.
We're gonna get there, and we're gonna be so tired and hungry. It's gonna be great. Okay. scavenging for food, so we're gonna have to do some hunting, but we don't have any bows.
So, hold on though.
My character is storyteller. My character is used to foraging and getting food where there is none, and helping create something from nothing. Can he like use that in a narrative way to find food?
Looks like it could be incorporated into a stunt, perhaps.
It does sound cool.
I mean, you could make a stunt out of that. But also,
Yes,
if that was a routine fact about your character, you might want to look at having a couple dots and navigate.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But navigate is just for ships and things, right?
Nope.
And animals?
Navigate also includes survival, which is why it's being used here.
That's ridiculous. We need a separate survival ability. Navigate is not survival.
Navigate is survival.
In this setting, it is survival.
It's
Ridiculous. Is navigate also going to be used for animals now or something?
Given that survival got clipped into it, yes.
No, that's ridiculous. Why am I going to...
it could also
my
be
other
used
character...
with animals. Could go with a couple other things, as it did before.
Honestly, if I had quite realized that, I would have statted a little bit differently.
Yeah, with my other character, like Makes, their bird is like a big part of them, and I put nothing. Mostly just sagacity.
That's okay.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to power through, so looks like it's time for perhaps some teamwork. Some teamwork
Okay,
rolls to
so-
get those dice pools up.
Oh yeah, because that's a
I'm
thing
gonna-
here too.
I'm gonna let my character do this thing where they I'm gonna stunt perhaps if that's a possibility. So given that my character is used to hard work and just pushing through it, he is going to start digging for roots because he knows how to find roots somehow probably. And he's gonna just spend the entire time digging with his hands in the dirt looking for roots, and then when he finds some, he's gonna give it to you guys.
I would like to teamwork a hunting aspect of this because while I'm not particularly good at catching animals, I am very good at scaring animals towards people who can catch animals. So I'm going to go into bushes and try to frighten up any rabbits and hares to kind of scare them back towards our little makeshift group to try and, give them a better chance of catching them.
Can I sing a song that lures rabbits to me?
So are you guys teamworking?
Yeah, I'm trying to teamwork like a presence roll to add more dice to a navigate roll.
I'd kind of like to do like finesse. I could see finesse and awareness to do some tracking pretty easily. Find the best burrows, especially with my experience as a shapeshifter. Find the best spots and show where to put some snares and stuff.
So what I'm... Correct me if I'm wrong. Syl is going to help Spire to find the animals.
Well, I think the primary role was falling to I am blanking on character names all day here. Not Syl.
Crashing of Waves.
Crashing. Yeah, I was trying to assist with Crashing of Waves, who sounded like they were going to end up being the primary here. So, there more than one person can assist for it. It just.
So, my character is fast. So what if you scare the animals into where I am, and I go and try and jump on them?
Sure, that works great for me. So we'd be assisting. Crasher would end up being the primary because we'd be having Syl help find the burrows, me to scare the animals towards Crashing of Waves to catch them.
Mm-hmm. You can also just call my character Crash, like just the word crash.
Yeah, crash.
I like that. Mm-hmm. I like this system a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, the role that I was going for was probably either Fortitude or Force plus Presence to try and add more dice to the navigate roll to hunt animals at this point.
So I feel like what makes sense. Does everyone contribute to one pool?
So basically, one person at this point, someone is nominated as like they're going to do the role to actually determine it.
Mm-hmm.
The teamwork ones are for every success we get above 3 in our rolls, it gives another dice to theirs.
Okay.
And as many people can contribute to teamwork as is like feasible to do so, as long as we have something meaningful to contribute to it.
This is
That's-
a very cool system.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. My character actually does have followers. Where are they in this nonsense?
They aren't currently here
Damn it.
because of where this started, but they will be around later.
Okay, cool. Because I guess I might know a town where they are, or maybe where I might be able to contact them. There are 3 of them, and I like them a lot. They're cool people.
They will find you. Don't worry.
Neat. Awesome.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get any extra dice onto our primary here.
Yeah.
So what? I shouldn't. I'm not the DM.
So why don't we have Spire and Syl make your rolls?
Is
Okay, so-
finesse and awareness going to work?
Yes.
Okay.
Fortitude. I'm gonna use force. This seems like a forceful thing to do.
Yeah.
Scaring poor animals. I guess if I could get an animal, I could be even scarier, but it's not gonna happen probably. I don't need that sheet. So then, for every success beyond 3, gives an extra die on the. What is my presence? My presence is 2, and my force is at 6. So 4 extra dice on the
Sweet.
Very
roll
nice.
at the end.
And I will also give Al, if you'd like to roll with 4 extra dice, and
Neat.
I will also give you a stunt. A stunt.
Yeah, stunts.
Neat. Okay. So hold on. So 4 extra dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, actually, that's not bad, y'all.
And then
This
2
is
more
why
on top of that
we
from the
do it.
stunt.
Yeah. So I got 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 2 is 11, and I rolled 5 successes.
There we go. With that, animals get scared right towards you, and you manage to jump on them one at a time, and you have rabbit for dinner.
Right there now.
Excellent.
I'm crying the whole time.
Why?
My character has trauma. He doesn't like killing things.
Fair enough.
Meat.
Delicious.
And then with this venture, we have one more. We have one more.
Nah, that's not that weird, Nation.
Who would like to roll 1d10 to see what your next danger is?
I'll do it. Oh boy. That's a 3.
Wait, what did Nation say was weird?
Oh, I said, is it weird I just have the stream on the side and I'm doing my art in the corner?
Oh no, that's beautiful, Nation.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful.
Mhm.
Like, there's not really much
I'm
to
just
look
saying
at
that
right now.
while I'm playing this game. So, like, I'm doing art while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
I'd like to say that storytelling is art,
It is art.
so I'm also
So
doing
I'm doing
art
art while I'm
this.
doing art.
I'm staring at my character sheet.
I mean, that's most of what my stream is doing too. I have my character sheet up, and I've just been, like, turning it off when I'm switching things from the old character sheet to the new one.
So, you wake up the next morning, manage to start a fire, and cook another rabbit. And as you're munching on your haunches of rabbit, a colder wind blows in. It's bracing. And you look in the direction that it blew from, and there are big, dark clouds in the sky.
Oh boy.
And you start hearing the tops of the trees rustle, and you start seeing snow falling.
I think this is one of those famous northern storms. A blizzard, I think they call it.
Aesthetically, I just kind of get winter fluff.
That's amazing. I love it so much. My character does not have any way to deal with this.
Can I do that?
Wait, can you become like a really big fluffy thing and then we can curl up with you?
I mean, yeah.
Do you have a form that is a really big, fluffy thing?
Roleplay it.
Well... Carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore?
Carnivores run the hottest, right?
Generally, but they also need to eat more. But we have rabbits, so it's fine.
Roleplay it.
I seem, and not super affected by the cold weather, given my fairly good stat line for this particular thing. As like the cold wind just doesn't really seem to phase me that much. Like, I admit that it's cold, and that's kind of about as much as you get out of me. I think we should just press on. We can't be that far away from our goal, he said, not knowing where he was.
It's been like, what, a day?
Yes.
Well, I, on my part, am going to... I feel like I'm gonna shapeshift into a polar bear.
I'll ask the question. Have you hearts-blooded a polar bear?
Well, you see, I can tell you the story of how I hearts-blooded a polar bear. Because my best heart's blood perk is going to the dwelling of a creature and leaving some form of evidence that I was there. And there was this one time at band camp. There was this... I remember it like it was a while ago.
So, here's what happened. There's this mama bear, and she was like, it was right around. It was starting to get colder up here, and she had two little cubs that were, not quite newborns, because they'd been alive for a few months, but they were baby, and I saw it. I was like, oh, they're so cute. So I watched them, and from a safe distance, made sure that I was downwind so they wouldn't get a sniff of me, and I just watched. And there was one moment where they went back to their den from the river with a couple of really nice big fish that they had munched on, and they were heading back to their den, so I got to see where it was. And then I watched them, and I waited and I waited, and I slept out under the stars, and it was a beautiful bright gibbous moon. And I waited until morning, and I saw them go and leave their little den, and the little ones went and they went back to the river to do some hunting and see if they could get maybe a berry or two, but they're not particularly picky at this point. It's getting late in the season. And I watch them, and I wait, and I wait, and then I skitter up to their den, and I see what's over there. And it's mostly just like shed fur and some bones and like bits of root that's been dug up. But it's a cozy little spot. And there's like these three little spots. There's one that's big, one that's kind of medium sized, and there's one for a little runt. And I found the middle one was the coziest. So I just I took a little flower that I had picked from outside. It's one of the last flowers. It's like a snowdrop. And I picked it and set it in the little den nest, and just kind of hung out in there for a little bit, because it was out of the wind. It was nice and cozy. It wasn't warm, not warm, but it was cozy. And I just really really vibed, as it were, with these bears. And it's just, when I left, I was feeling a little more, well, a little more bearish.
That sounds like that fits the hard split hunt.
It was a good time.
So, let's see, we have turns into a polar bear, is going for just walking through the blizzard.
I'm just gonna walk through this blizzard, man. This cold don't touch me.
And Crash, do you have some method of figuring out how to not freeze?
Well, I have a really, really warm handmade coat that my surrogate mother made for me, and that I wore years after I fled, and it's really tatty and worn, but it's really well made, so it's really warm.
Okay. With that being
And
the
that's
case, I'm
it.
going to have you all roll for this section of the venture individually.
What are we rolling?
This is going to be fortitude plus.
I was aiming for physique.
Yeah, physique works for you. It also works for Ray.
I really don't know what works for mine.
You get
Can
to
I
roll.
argue?
You get to roll fortitude with one extra dice. For
Me? Just fortitude?
You didn't really add in any ability, so yes.
Okay. What if I argue now that I can stunt a different way?
I was gonna say, just toughing out the storm is kind of physique. That's where resistance lives now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I was gonna say that, I could try and, keep myself warm by playing a jaunty tune and attempting to, dance while I walk, which would keep my body warm.
I could also see you trying to compel the bear to stand closer to you.
What if I rode on the polar bear's back and sang a song to uplift the spirits of my comrade?
I'm going to give you a... Oh, what are typical penalties here?
Oh no.
I mean, I was also asked to be like a warm, fluffy creature on account of warmth for my new companions.
I'm going to give you...
I'm a jaunty boy. How does that help?
I'm going to give you a -1 and a -2 penalty. And Ray, you may roll to assist.
Wait. I have a question.
Yes.
What am I rolling exactly?
You are rolling fortitude plus performance.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was rolling fortitude because if I get a -1 and a -2, then I will be rolling 0.
Yeah, fortitude plus performance with a -3 penalty. And if Ray wants to help...
Am I stunting? Did I stunt?
In this case, you said how you were going to do it.
Yeah?
Which is basically a stunt, I will say that much.
Yeah.
Like,
It's that anything beyond a statement of what you are doing counts as a stunt in the book.
Okay, I'll give you a stunt.
It is very lenient.
Yes, it is very lenient.
So you effectively have a -1 penalty.
What would it be, -1 or -2? Because you originally said -3.
Yeah, but
You're supposed to add the bonuses first, and then subtract the penalty.
Yep.
That's the order. So I do, in fact, get to have a -1.
Okay. I'll assist the strange one.
The one who is drinking and singing really loudly on your back. I may accidentally kick you in the ribs a few times. I'm very sorry. Oh, God. Don't kill me, bear.
Oh, wrong area.
But what did you roll?
Don't know. It was in a completely different chat channel. Like a different server.
Oh.
3 successes.
Doesn't add anything?
2.
So as you sing from the top of the bear...
Also, my roll is 3 successes again.
For being a polar bear... Yeah, you're fine. Crash, as you start singing, the wind picks up some more and carries your voice away. And you can't even hear yourself as you ride on the back of the polar bear. That is your new friend, Sil. But you start shivering, trying to keep dancing, trying to keep moving, but it's not working. You're not staying warm, and you're pretty sure there's an icicle that's just starting to like form from the tip of your nose. It's not pleasant.
I feel like instead of making myself warmer, I've just used up a bunch of energy.
That is accurate. You are tired and exhausted, and as the storm passes, the three of you look up and you can see a small village and far in the distance, what looks like a much larger settlement of some sort. And there are people just coming out again after the storm. And you can see guards wandering the street, people going out and hunting. But Crash, you have just a giant icicle hanging from your nose, and a couple cases of frostbite.
Oh, thank Min.
And exhaustion.
Warm.
And so for the next 2 scenes, any roll you take is going to be at -2.
Oof.
Okay. Sucks, but that's how it be.
But welcome to the kingdom that you were aiming to get to. I think that's what we'll call it for this first session.
And here
Why?
we are.
Alright.
Can I at least get to like some sort of a place to sleep before I freeze to death?
The blizzard is past. You're not going to die.
Okay, neat. Can I find somewhere to be getting warm?
You will do that at the beginning of next session.
Gotcha.
I hope everyone had fun.
Yeah, that was interesting.
We've escaped from a bad cart. The worst cart.
The worst cart. It had a tongue book in it. That was gross.
Yeah.
I
A
didn't
book
even
of
get to
bones.
drink anything in the cart.
I guess I still have that flask, don't I? Huh.
I still have 1 flask left. I think I had 3 flasks.
That's just the right number.
It's
You to
not
give
enough.
to
clearly.
yourself and 1 companion and a random rat.
Yeah, no, I didn't give the flask to a rat. I gave it to a guard. I gave the rat a head of a mushroom.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
I am right. I also ate one of my herbs. Well, not my herbs.
The herbs.
An herb.
An herb. You don't know what kind of herb it is. Well, Storyteller does. But
I was gonna say, Storyteller definitely does.
yeah, definitely. No, Storyteller doesn't know what kind of herb it is. It's an herb.
It's fucking oregano.
It's oregano.
You take that good oregano.
Mm-hmm. That oregano is so good it's got you seeing flames.
It's rosemary.
Delicious.
Rosemary.
It could just straight up be thyme.
Or garlic.
Oh my god.
It's
I
it's
chewed
actually a
thyme
spice
itself.
blend.
You chewed thyme itself.
It's actually just an Italian herb blend. So like the stuff you'd put directly on heckin' steak or whatever, or your chicken.
Yeah, make a steak taste like pizza.
I was recently
exactly.
informed that I am
Italian herb
a
blend.
basic cook for using herb blends like that, so I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever.
Basic.
Do whatever
Basic
you want.
AF.
All right.
Alright.
Oh, I have a question. I just want to make sure that like this is not like a PG-13 thing, right?
No.
Good, because my character is not eating regular things and drinking regular things.
Once we get you
I think it's safe to say that alcohol and drugs are safe to exist inside of this game system.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Otherwise, that would have been a very awkward character to make.
this is the game system where there's canonically dinosaurs who are fed what, opium poppies, so that they piss heroin.
No, they just naturally do that.
I thought
No, they are fed opium.
yeah, I thought they were.
And if they don't
I
get
mean-
enough opium, they crawl to the
Right,
top of
yeah.
the tallest thing nearby and scream.
And the tallest thing nearby is, well,
Usually a building.
Aren't there
beast-
always aren't there
Explode.
also those that like one crazy person who like makes people have children and then steals the children?
That sounds like something a demon or a Raksha would do, yes?
Yeah, definitely sounds like something that could happen.
Also just sounds like the Dowager.
I thought that it was the Dowager.
We are talking about the Dowager. Yes.
Yeah.
The Dowager exists.
Yeah. So I was just gonna be like, okay, just making sure like there's actually stuff that I remember that's crazier than what I'm doing, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, there's all sorts of terrible, bad, messed up stuff in Exalted lore, especially if you dig into 2e.
Neat.
Especially
Neat.
into 2e.
Like, don't read the Infernals book from 2e. It's not.
Yeah, no.
There's only 2 pages that are really bad. The rest of it's actually a good read.
But those 2
I know exactly
pages.
what you're talking about it too. I read that.
Yeah.
Neat.
We all have.
Lilith is something that has been committed to collective. That we don't put that in our games.
Collective cringe.
We also don't need 2e Dasis.
2e Dasis.
That's a collection of words that have been put together.
Dasis was a first age solar who did really fucked up things to his lunar mate.
Ah. Cringe.
And that lunar mate exists in the Age of Sorrows and is extremely fucked up.
Ooh. Don't like that.
Who is like a Essence 7 or 8 lunar whose entire life goal is to hunt down the reincarnations of Dasis and make them die the most painful deaths possible for every time they reincarnate.
And pretty much her life goal is to hunt down the reincarnation of Dasis and have a very complicated, relationship.
Which will inevitably result in his painful demise.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's an Essence 7 to 8 lunar who is just completely insane.
She's actually she's recanonized in 3E.
She is.
And
Lilith
it's better.
got brought back.
She just likes to hang around as an owl.
Owls are cool.
Owls are cool.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream at this point. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And this is going to be, is it every week? Or?
I think I was aiming for every week.